SICARRI.
We are the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his love to us. Now everything belongs to us.
Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing tonight, man? Peace. How you doing, brother? Hey, what's your nationality, man?
I don't even got one, bro.
You got it. You got an ethnicity?
Nah.
Nah. What are you, like a Mormon or Moorish? The Moors or something like that?
Bro,
Nah.
according to this book, they said I came from Africa, but
Who's they book?
whoever, when they taught me when I was in school, bro, but I'm probably from here. Like I'm probably a native.
You probably a native. What's your father?
My father.
Yeah. What's his nationality? What's his?
My father didn't know that.
Okay.
His father.
Yeah, kind man. That's one of the curses, brother. You know that, right? You know this is biblical, right? It's a curse that we're under, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We have lost our heritage. I just brought out a scripture in that said that we would discontinue from our heritage, brother. You don't know what you know. You don't even know your nationality. You don't know where you're. Time, bring it out. We're gonna bring out the scripture.
This is the book of This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Yes. Right. So we come from, we came, they took us, we got sold, and they took us from West Africa into the United States, and we were sold. You know? Like, yeah, that's this man's son. That's his son. Yes. What do you mean we? Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Black, yeah, I'm talking about the natives.
European man and Spanish.
Well, okay.
You got Latinos, you got Spanish.
Well, that's true. That is true.
If he's Hispanic, that means.
But his father is so-called black man. So-called black man. So we go off our lineage of our fathers. And when I say Hispanic, yes, they are the Latins. They are Latins also. But when I say that, I'm talking about the indigenous people of that land. So.
But I'm saying people like me and you that's in Mexico right now.
I'm aware of that.
Fighting to be recognized as indigenous.
But listen, that's also a curse, though, brother.
She identifies with being white. You know what I'm saying? She's an Aztec.
She's an Aztec?
But look, according to the census bureau, you know what I mean? Every country, bro, there's a black and a white version of whatever you are. So, like I said, his mother is a white Mexican because there's black Mexicans that look like me and you, and his mother identifies with being white. You feel me? So she identifies with being white. She is mixed.
Brother, how do you know his mother identifies with being white if you don't know his mother?
You see his skin?
You see his skin? So his skin makes him what he is?
Bro, my man, if the Indian man, right, Mahatma Gandhi was killed because he was a racist. He was killed by a man named God Saul. Okay. God Saul killed Mahatma Gandhi because him and R.L. Hubbard, the man that discovered Scientology, had the same views. And when they were in
Ron L. Hubbard. Yeah.
So when they were in South Africa, you feel me, he disrespected the black man. He also compared the black man in South Africa to the indigenous black man in India. So my point being is, if the Indian man is on the continent of Asia and the Indian man is black native to India, that makes the Chinese man a white Asian. Just like it makes this man part white, you feel me, because it's indigenous black men in Mexico.
Okay, let me ask you something, brother.
Why he didn't pick a black Mexican?
Let me ask you something, brother. Let me ask you something, brother. Is Bob Marley your people?
Oh,
no, okay, good.
I mean, he's a gospel singer. He's so great.
But I'm saying, is he black like you?
Is he black like me?
Yeah.
If I'm telling you this man not black, why would I say Bob Marley black?
Well, I was just asking. I wanted to see where you draw your lines at, right? What makes you what you are?
Bro, you is what I am. I can recognize you. You're American-born black. I see that in my eyes. You're my brother. I see that, bro. That's what I'm saying. If I'm from Africa, why is there a distinct difference between an African born in Africa and a black man born in America? We've only been separated for 300 years.
Because we was never one of them. We was never one of them.
You from Egypt?
No.
You from Ethiopia?
No.
Where you from?
I'm from Jerusalem.
That's right.
I'm from Jerusalem.
What's next to Jerusalem?
Egypt.
And what's next to Egypt? They share the Nile River with somebody. As of right now, you feel me? Egypt and Ethiopia about to go to war because of the Nile River. You feel me? So their neighbors are Ethiopians.
They've been warring a long time ago.
So you're telling me that you're an Ethiopian or an Egyptian or whatever, but these people got Italian lineage in them. You feel me? The Ethiopian looks like him. How is that?
Brother, you're caught up on how somebody looks, right? Let me show you something. You got numbers? You got numbers? No, eyes absolutely can lie. Eyes absolutely can lie. As a matter of fact, both of us are wearing glasses.
Oh, yeah, you right.
So the eyes can deceive, right?
Better to see you, my dear.
I got you. But hear this out, right? We're out here teaching the blacks, and okay, when we say blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're using colloquial terms. We're not really black. Our skin,
I'm a native to America.
Our skin is not the color black, right?
Your jacket is black.
My jacket is black, right? Our skin is brown, right? So when we say blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're using these terms so that people can understand. If I said, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Asher, like people don't know who they are, right? No, they don't go by those ancient names no more.
Do you think this man don't know what a Hispanic is? Do you think he don't know this is Latino and Hispanic?
Brother, we're using semantics now. Brother, what you got to understand is Hispanic means belonging to Spain. Latino means that you come from. You know who spoke Latin? People in Europe. Spanish and Latin are both European languages. Either way, they were subjugated by those types of Europeans. You might have been subjugated by the English. I was subjugated by the French. See what I'm saying? So these are words and bywords that were put on us. But what we're out here to do is teach our people that the authors of the various books of the Bible were our ancestors. A lot of people think that the white man came up with this book. The white man had nothing to do with this book. They just had it for a time. And they didn't even teach it to us. They don't know it themselves. What they do is they stand up in them churches and they tell you a bunch of stuff like, have you heard, okay, if you're good and you die, you go to heaven. If you're bad when you die, you go to hell. You heard that before? That's not in here. From Genesis to Revelation, it never says that, right? So what they're doing is they're teaching you one thing and holding the book that says something else. Because this is a book that we resonate with because our ancestors actually wrote it.
Are you saying that it doesn't mention hell at all?
No. Hell is just the grave.
Hell is the grave.
Hell is the grave.
So the Bible never said that, Satan and his prophets and his dominions were going to a lake of fire. It never said that.
No. It says hell is going to be cast into the lake of fire. Hell and the lake of fire are two different things.
Because Satan and his dominions are promised for hell. Remember, like people that are like a Satanist prophet, a prophet of Satan, he's promised hell.
They're promised death. Is really what it is. And what's it called? Babylon the Great, right? Which is known commonly as America, or at least in particular the United States of America, is going to be cast in the lake of fire. This is going to be a wasteland at some time. This place is going to be destroyed. There's not even going to be nobody living over here at a certain point in time because everything's going to be wasted. So that's the lake of fire. Hell is going to be cast in the lake of fire. Hell is either a literal grave or a bad situation, right?
Yeah, so hell derived from the word Shiite. Shiite
it means grave.
Sheol, yeah.
Sheol,
yeah. So when Jonah was in the belly of the great fish, he said he was in hell. Now, he wasn't literally dead and in the grave, but he was in such a dire predicament, he compared it to being in the grave. So that's why that was hell. Us here in America, this is hell. We got to watch our back everywhere we go. Nobody's on our side. They hunt in our steps. They kill us in the street and get away with it. They even get from the white man. Right.
So where is your Hispanic brothers? You know what I'm saying? When your brothers get killed in the street.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know something. Hispanics and Native Americans actually get killed by the police more than we do.
That's right.
More than we do.
You keep saying Native American though. Like, you ever heard of the Old Long Indian tribe? Like, that's my tribe. I'm from the Old Long Indian tribe. We're based out of San Jose, California. On the West Coast, bro. All black Native American tribe. This is my point, bro. I done got no respect for this, bro. I got no respect for that.
I understand where you're coming from.
His mother ain't speaking behind him. His mother.
You don't know what his mother's doing, brother. You can't talk about his mother. You don't know her.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. And I can't speak on bro. But people like him, that look like him,
okay.
Like, I know what time it is.
Okay. Well, check this out. You already admitted that Bob Marley not our people, even though he looked like us. So it's not about what you look like. It's about who you come from. Let me show you.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers.
So you are literally what your father is. Whatever you have a seed. Whatever soil you plant your seed in, the fruit of that is still your seed. So if you had a child with another black woman, or a so-called black woman, or whatever you want to call it, right? That's your seed. Whatever tribe and nation you come from, so does that child. If you had a child with a white woman or a Chinese woman or whatever, that woman is not our people, but the child is.
Let me ask you a question, please.
Right.
Let me ask you a question, bro. So if a man is a pro-black, he's an activist for his people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's pro-black this, pro-black that. He do this for your black people. And this man turn around and marry a white woman. Is that man still pro-black? That man, fuck the skin, fuck the woman, is that man still pro-black? And that's what you're shrugging your shoulders.
I don't know. I can't answer that because my wife is a Benjamite. She's Jamaican. So I can't speak for the next man. I can't speak for the next man. So here, look, I would say this. I would say he shouldn't do that. I don't think he should do that.
So you as a black man, outside of this, you as a black man, you do look down upon that.
Right. I don't agree with that.
So a man can't be pro-black and have a white wife.
But who said anything about pro-black? But who said anything about pro-black?
Take a white wife.
Who said anything about pro-black though?
Can a man be for your cause and take a white wife?
Can I be for my cause and take Bob Marley's daughter?
I don't know who his daughter is.
I mean, I don't even know if he has a daughter. I'm just saying somebody like him. His children look like they are people, but they are not our people. It's not about what you look like. That's the point. The point of it is this. The Aztec people originally were dark-skinned people. But you know what else happens? You have light-skinned black people and dark-skinned black people. You have light-skinned Native Americans and dark-skinned Native Americans. And it doesn't have to come from mixing with white people. White people came from us.
So this is my thing, though. My thing, when you conquer somewhere, right? When a white man goes around and conquers nations and things like that,
right.
Barbaric nations, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you conquer nations, what do? You ever see the movie Braveheart?
Yeah.
So in Braveheart, the motherfucker from Britain was telling the first in command to do what? To fuck a man's wife on the first night they married, because that's their most fertile. Why would white people do that to white people?
Because the white man's the devil. He's going to do it to everybody.
This is my thing. So now let me break it down. The white man would never do that to white people.
The white man has done it to white people.
The same way he colonized Mexico and you said the Aztecs was black. The white man put his soul in them people. You feel me? He raped and pillaged their women and created a race of people that's his legitimate stepchild. That's on the bro, you not listening.
No, I know what you're saying.
Bro, just like here, bro, you American. But when you fill out that census, bro, you gotta pick, my nigga. Native, black, or you're white. You're gonna say you're black. I don't know you.
Or Asian or Arab, but yeah.
Or whatever the fuck, but you're still American. So in his country, a motherfucker that look like him or his mother or whatever, they pick their race too. And you'll be a fucking fool if you look white and say I'm black. Have you ever
been to Mexico?
That's a fool.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Yes, I have.
Do Mexicans differentiate between Afro-Mexicans and non-Afro-Mexicans?
Yes, they do, because the Afro-Mexicans...
Man, show me that document.
I'm about to show you the article right now.
No, a document where they have to sign, I'm Afro-Mexican or white Mexican or whatever.
It's a census, bro. You signed it when you fill out an application.
Bro, that's how we do it here.
So you think other countries don't do it like that? You think everybody...
You know what they do in France? They don't do that in France neither. You could be jet black in France and they still call you, you're just a Frenchman.
That's some old liberal bullshit. What I'm telling you, you'll be a fool to think that a nigga don't check what color he is.
All right, well, let's stay on the first topic, what you brought up first, right? So the white man came to Mexico.
You still a human, bro. You just not my people.
Hold on,
love for you.
Deal with me, bro. So the white man, right? So
he fucked up though.
So the white man. Hold on, bro. I let you get your point. Let me respond to your point. So the white man came to Mexico and raped, right?
Raped, villages, stole,
yeah, but he did. Absolutely. But the Englishman did that to the black and Native American man, and the French man did that all throughout the Caribbean as well. So to say that the white man done raped Aztecs out of existence is ridiculous, especially because they are the most recessive and weakest people on the earth. Their birth rate and their death rate is far apart. Like if we just left white people alone, they'd be dead in no time.
Bro, I'm a drop.
They'd be dead in no time.
It's a dude named William Byrd, bro. 1712, bro. He wrote a diary. When he wrote a diary, he wrote about when he first came to America. His name is William Byrd. It's B-Y-R-D, bro. And don't believe what I'm saying. Just look it up. My man William Byrd came here, bro, and he see the Native Americans. He said they were brown and complexion. You feel me? He said like an Africanus. That's what this man said. He said,
they were called niggas back then.
He said it would take 3 to 4 generations to wipe out their black skin. And he said they took liking to a European settlers that came here, bro. You gotta understand, bro. They told me a motherfucker can wipe you up. Like, this man is mixed and don't nobody know his race.
Okay, well, we already read to you that you're not mixed. You are the seed of your father.
He could be Asian and black. He could be Portuguese and black.
It wouldn't make a difference. If his father is black, then he is what his father is. Period.
But the point I'm making is, so if the white man came here and raped the Mexican man and created a hybrid race,
but he did it to your people too, my people too. He didn't wipe us out. He didn't wipe us out.
I'm telling you, like, but if you have sex with a white woman, your son could be mistaken for Latino, Arabic, motherfucking whatever.
Or black. He could just look exactly like me, or he could look just like the mom. That could happen too.
But I'm saying, is that a coincidence though?
No, that's just genetic.
Any of these races, if you had sex with a white woman one time, it ain't gonna take him having sex with another white woman. Bro, if your son, like if this man has sex with a white woman, his child will be white.
You know Blake Griffin?
I don't know him, but
I mean, you're familiar with him, right? He's the guy, right? So you know what he looked like?
Yeah, I know what he look like.
You know what his son looks like? He look even lighter than he do.
I'm saying, white woman or black woman?
I believe he's with a white woman.
Yeah, I got mixed cousins, bro.
Right.
So my cousin, he got a white wife. His son got blonde hair and blue eyes. That's not my cousin.
Well, is Blake Griffin our people at least?
Is he our people?
Yeah.
What that nigga did for you lately?
Nothing. I don't know. But I mean, I can say that about any of my people that ain't doing nothing for our people.
This nigga go to a Mexican taco stand, he accepts. Nigga, you go, see what the fuck they do to you.
Bro, I've honestly, personally, I've never been disrespected by a Mexican, so it ain't nothing.
Respect this nigga and treat this nigga like shit. And that's his father. Come on.
I've never been treated bad by Mexicans. I've been treated bad by white people my whole damn life.
Mexicans my whole life, because these niggas is white. What you talking about, bro? Mexicans treat me worse than a white man.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know that's the curse too. That's the curse too. That's the curse too. Why do we treat each other like that? Why do we treat each other like that? Why do we treat? No, that's not it, bro. You just said the Aztecs was dark-skinned people, did you not?
Nigga,
who's the indigenous people in Mexico?
That don't make you white.
Of course not.
So if a nigga in Mexico, that don't make him black.
Of course not. Listen. Who called you black? Did you call yourself black, or did the white man put that on you?
No.
No. Did the white man put that on you, or is that your own term?
That I'm black?
That you're black. Did we do that to ourselves, or did they give us that?
I think Jesse Jackson called us black in the 1980s. He changed it from Negro to
black. No, wasn't that African American? I thought he changed that.
African American?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. The white man is the one that called us black. The white man is the one that called us black. That's nothing we ever called ourselves. We always called ourselves after our families, our tribes, and our nation. They came around and said, okay, we're going to pick these people are going to be called white, and then these people are going to be called black, and then everybody else is just kind of whatever, right? Or they might call Asians yellow, whatever, right? But just because somebody has the same kind of skin color as me doesn't make them my people. There are people in Africa that sold us to those damn crackers in the first place, and they was never our people. There's people in India that's dark-skinned, that's not our people. There's people in Australia that's dark-skinned, that's not our people.
So this is my question. So niggas in Africa sold, who sold?
Canaanites.
Canaanites, where they from?
Well, really from the same place we're from.
So this is my thing, bro. Like
originally they're from the Levant region, but now they mostly dwell in West Africa.
It's like this, bro. It's a diagram, my nigga. Like, you know these niggas put a dinosaur in the museum before they ever showed you a slave ship. Nigga, ain't no picture of a slave ship. Nigga ain't found one in the water. My thing is, bro. Listen to me, bro. You can't shackle and handcuff niggas for 60 days. Shitting and pissing on each other and expecting to make it here. That's impossible.
A lot of us didn't make it here.
Bro,
over 100 million of us died on the trip.
So what type of businessman is going to go get motherfuckers, pay full price for every nigga, and only get 30% of
What is full price? They was giving them niggas wine and stuff. We're talking about dumb Canaanites, all right? The white man came down there with some wine and some guns, said, give us those niggas over there, and they packed us into them ships. Now, was everybody transported like that? No, but did it happen? Yeah.
So this is my thing. I'm going to read something to you, bro, if you don't mind. I'm going to go to the Webster 1828 dictionary. I'm in the white man's world, so I'm going to use the white man's English, if you don't mind. Damn, my phone is dead, bro.
It's all good. All right, bet. I'm going to read something to you real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68. Are you familiar with the history of the Israelite people?
Am I familiar? Yeah, God showed the people. Moses never seen the promised land because Moses said that the Israelites were some dumb motherfuckers, so God didn't allow the man to go to the promised land because of things he said.
Right, so Moses led his people out of captivity in Egypt.
Separated him from
that's not why he didn't make it to the promised land. He was given
he struck the rock. He struck the rock, but he also spoke poorly about the Israelites, and that's why God didn't allow the man to see the promised land.
That's not why. It's because he was supposed to touch the rock, but instead he broke it. That's why. Moses was an Israelite of the tribe of Levi. His lineage is documented. He's an Israelite. He's an Israelite.
Bro, why wouldn't God let that man see the promised land?
Because he struck the rock. Yeah.
You think that that's how
Why did Aaron's sons die? Because they burnt the wrong incense. Yes. The Most High God gives specific instructions, and if you don't follow it, he kills you. It's straight up. It's just straight like that.
About the Israelites.
That's not why. That's not why. Because it tells you straight up why. But either way, you do know that he led the Israelites out of captivity in Egypt, right? Do you know where the word Egypt comes from? It comes from the Greek word Egyptos, which means bondage, right? So when we left out of Egypt, we walked out of Egypt, right? There's no body of water separating Israel and Egypt that touches, right? So I want to show you something. These are curses that were pronounced to be on our people if we didn't keep the commandments, which we didn't. So these curses came upon us. This is just one of them.
Chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So this time we're going into captivity with ships. This is something that hadn't been done before. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
It will be sold for slave men and slave women. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
Now when you read this in the Hebrew, the word buy isn't the Hebrew word for purchase. It's the Hebrew word for redeem. Like if I did you wrong, or if I cost you money somehow, like let's say you raised cattle and I killed one of your cows, I owe you. That's very expensive. Maybe I don't have the money to pay you, so I say, okay, I'll be your servant for 7 years to pay off that cow. And then my brother here could be like, you know what, nah, here's the money. I'm gonna redeem him. I'm gonna buy him out of this. Give you what you need so I can go free. In this sense, our whole nation was going to go into captivity, and nobody was going to redeem us. People have tried to rise us up as a people. Malcolm X tried to do his thing according to what he knew. I don't really like to bring up Martin Luther King too much, because I don't feel like he even came close. But, you know, there was Marcus Garvey. You had all these different people that tried to be leaders and tried to raise up our spirits and get us up out of this, but it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work, because what we did to get in this predicament in the first place, we had to do the opposite to get out of it. We turned our back on our Creator when we said we wasn't going to keep His commandments no more. In order to not get into this predicament, we had to keep the commandments. We didn't do it, so we put in it. To get out of it, we got to come back to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Man, we got to eat clean foods. We can't be messing with pork and shrimp and crab and lobster and none of that stuff no more. We got to love our brother as our neighbor. And when I say my brother, I don't just mean somebody that look like me. I mean the seed of my people, right? So even if you had a white wife, I would say, brother, I don't think you should have no. I know you wouldn't. But I would say, brother, you shouldn't have no white wife, right? But if you did, and you had a son with her, and then he got a white wife, and he had a son, and then that, eventually he's not going to look like us, but it's still your seed.
That white baby still your seed.
It's not a white baby.
It's my thing.
It's not a white baby.
My cousin is mixed and he has sex with a white woman. The baby got blue eyes, blonde hair, bro.
Where do blue eyes come from?
That man would think, because of history, that man would think that he was my slave owner. Because
he might.
Me and him share
He might think that.
We share the same last name. So there's no way that he would be like, you know what? That's my cousin. That's my older. There's no way he would think that.
If he knows the scriptures and knew his family history, then he wouldn't think that. But in general, yeah, he would. But where do blue eyes come from?
I fuck with white people.
No.
Where?
No.
Where?
Africans been had blue eyes before white people. Africans been had green eyes before white people. White people are new in the earth.
All right, when a nigga got blonde hair, blue eyes, bro, ain't no albinos with that. You feel me?
Where's blonde hair come from? Africans what?
Yeah, Aboriginals, Australians got blonde hair,
but even before them, there's Africans that had it.
You don't come from Africa.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't. That's what I'm saying. But you keep saying that you were sold into slavery from Africa.
Right.
You feel me? Where does that come from?
No, because Jerusalem is right next to Africa. If you know the history of what happened to us in 70 AD, Rome took over Egypt and Israel, and we fled into Africa.
Tell me what African country you look like. Like, tell me where people in Africa look like you.
Again, I don't go by looks.
What you mean? But I'm saying,
I don't go by looks.
But the way history works, bro, like, you could tell like an Albanian or Russian. If I see a white man with a long nose, you feel me, and a long fucking face, I know that he's from Russia.
It's a clue, but you don't know for sure.
But
it's a clue, though.
People from certain places on the earth got like an African. If a nigga was born in Africa, you know what an African. Like, he's not from Africa. You're not from Africa. I'm not from Africa. He's not from Africa. He's not from Africa. How do I know that if we came from Africa 300 years ago?
Where do you think me and this brother's lineage come from?
What you talking about? Like, what part of the United States you from?
Sure, like on the Western Hemisphere, where do you think we come from?
I'm not calling your question.
Okay, like, I'm not talking about all the way back in ancient times. I'm talking about as far as being on this side of the world.
So you, outside of what you're saying today, you don't know shit about yourself.
That's not
you don't. Where your grandfather came from?
My grandfather?
Yeah.
My grandfather was born on the island of Grenada.
Grenada, where's that at?
in the Caribbean.
And then outside of that, where is his grandfather from?
He was also from Grenada. Oh, and his grandfather? No, his grandfather was from St. Lucia. Well, yeah, they told me, and I also looked it up. You know, I have old family members that keep records and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't DNA or nothing like that.
No. The DNA stuff is a hoax.
But that's what I'm saying. I can respect that, bro. But the point I'm making, bro, all that Africa, all that shit, bro, there is no. How can you distinctly tell American born in America, a black man born in America, and you distinctly tell the difference between an African and he's only separated for 300 years, bro?
Partially because of looks, but mostly because of our spirit. We're not the same inside. We don't act the same. We don't walk the same. We don't move the same.
Israel, when I go there and look at those people, you don't look like them either.
Exactly, because they took our spot when we got ran out of there. They are the Turkish people, the Khazars, the fake Jews. They're not real Jews.
So who are they?
I'm gonna show you. Give me Revelation 2. Give me Revelation 2 and 9.
I don't know who they are. I think they're white people.
They are white people. They are.
So the white man came there, colonized these motherfuckers, raped the pillage, and created his face in the image of these people.
No. Not raped the pillage. Chased us out of there. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and thy tribulation and poverty.
Now, are those people working hard? Are they in tribulation? Are they in poverty? No, they're the richest people on the earth, right?
That's right.
So he says, I know your works, your tribulation, and your poverty. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
In reference to our spiritual blessings. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Now, wait a minute. Blasphemy is a filthy, disgusting lie. He's saying, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And are not, but are synagogues of Satan.
The synagogue is a chief house. So those people over there, yes, you can call them white people. But out of all the different kinds of white people that there are, they're the worst.
So this is my question, brother.
They're the chief house of Satan.
If you were a white woman and had a son, could this man be mistaken for the people that's in Jerusalem? Could he be mistaken for Israel, someone from Israel?
Maybe.
But that's the point I'm making to you, bro.
But that's mistaken.
The answer is right here in front of your face.
But that's about mistaken based on what you're looking at.
Bro, the white man colonized and raped and pillaged and created a hybrid race of people that's a legitimate step.
First of all, there's not even a such thing as a race of people. We're tribes and nationalities. What is a race? What is a race?
If this man has a baby with a white man, he's a race.
What is a race? What is a race of people? Brother, hold on. What is a race of people? What is that?
What is a race of people?
Yeah, what is that?
I guess it's a culture. You know what I'm saying? A type of people that look a certain type of way. I guess. Because there's only two races, white and black.
White and black?
There's only two races.
Brother, race is fiction.
No, it's real.
Race is fiction. You can't show me anything before the Greek Empire. Show me anything before the Greek Empire that matches what the definition of race is. You can't do it because those crackers made it up.
They made race up.
Yes, they made it up so they can incorporate other people into what they had going on to make their empire stronger. Rather than saying, okay, you're from this tribe, you're from that tribe. Never mind all these tribes, we're all Greeks. That's what they did. That was their strategy, and that's how they got most of the power that they got.
I feel like in the same token, that's the motherfuckers say we're all Americans.
It's the same exact thing.
Okay.
It's the same exact thing. A cracker will come up here all day and be like, oh, bro, I'm an American like you. We're all Americans. They do that to us all the time.
Yeah.
Brother, you and me are not the same as him.
Nah, or him.
No, yeah, he is the same as us. He is the same as us. Absolutely. You see, what they did is they introduced colorism into the spectrum as well. Colorism is something that...
So you say I don't like him because you like him.
I didn't say you didn't like him. I say you're not accepting him.
Because you like him.
I'm saying you're not accepting him because his mother's Mexican.
Yeah, he's not like him. That has nothing to do with colorism.
She's straight up ass thing.
I mean, whatever you use to fulfill, you do.
Are there light-skinned black people?
Yes, they are.
Are they our people?
Is he light-skinned black? No.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, because his father is black and he has light skin.
He's without pigment. This nigga is light-skinned. This nigga has no pigment. I'm Puerto Rican.
You're Puerto Rican?
No pigment. I'm Puerto Rican. See what I'm saying?
You're Puerto Rican. What's your father?
I'm German. Fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying.
What's your father?
What's that?
Your father's Puerto Rican. Is Taino or Spaniard?
And then the one thing about European white Indians, I got
5 color. This nigga. See what I'm saying, bro? You telling me because
I don't know what he is. All I can do is go off what he says.
You don't know. You don't know.
No, I don't. I know what I see, but what I see isn't necessarily what he is.
Yeah.
Is your father a Taino, an indigenous to South America and the Caribbean? Yeah, I know what a mulatto is. A mulatto is what they call
Are
mixed,
you
black
white
and white.
when it's convenient for you?
What difference does that make? What difference does that make? What difference does that make?
Because I can never be white when it's convenient for me. That's why you my brother. You can never be white when it's convenient for you.
No, okay.
You can never be white when it's convenient for you. You can be Mexican when it's convenient for you.
When is it ever convenient in this country to be a Mexican? Tell me that. Tell me that. Tell me that. Are Mexican babies locked up in dog kennels and being sold in the
That's
city?
right.
Yeah.
Where?
On the border.
You talking about a nigga that's not a citizen? Yes, anybody that's not a citizen.
Brother. Are you a citizen by being born here?
What?
You're a citizen by being born here, right?
Oh, I said that. Yeah.
Right. Well, there are Mexican citizens, children that are locked up in these cages because their parents weren't citizens.
That's right.
So the children are citizens. They're still locked in dog kennels and not being fed and not being clothed and being sold in the sex trafficking rings. So yes, they're all oppressed.
That's that dick riding shit I be talking about,
What
though, bro.
dick riding shit are you talking about?
Brother,
I ain't never run no dick in my life. You can stop all that.
How many
You
Mexican
can
niggas
stop
talking
all
about
that.
How many Mexican niggas talking about Bill Clinton and why the fuck he's fucked up? How many Mexican niggas talking about Reaganomics? How many niggas talking about the war on drugs? How many Mexican niggas is riding for you?
How many niggas is? Virtually none of us.
I'm right here.
Great.
And you dick riding, man.
Great. And a Mexican right there. So
That's right.
So either you there or he there. What now what?
This nigga Mexican?
Yeah, he's Mexican.
No, dick riding shit.
What are you talking about?
Is this nigga not crazy? This nigga got an act.
Brother, what are you talking about?
niggas-
The only one dick riding right now is you because
That's right.
colorism.
That's right.
White man taught you.
That's right.
Man taught you.
Everything but black, my nigga.
Brother, his mother
How
is
can he
black.
fix his mouth like
His
that?
mother is black and his father is Mexican. So what? Alright, go catch the bus. Go catch the bus.
Like I said, at the end of the day, bro, if a nigga not riding for me 100% of the time, bro, a nigga not for my same cause, not for my same
Brother,
shit, bro.
this man does what we do multiple times a week, every week. We travel across the country and teach our people to get off drugs, stop killing each other in gangs, and stop messing with the damn white man in the first damn place.
That's right.
This man is riding harder than anybody you've ever met.
That's right.
I just met. Bro, so do you have a problem with being accepted by Mexicans?
Why would he have a problem with being accepted by Mexicans?
So mixed people usually have...
I'm accepted by Mexicans too.
That's right.
I've never been outcast by Mexicans.
Mixed people have an issue with not being accepted by either side. That's an issue that mixed people experience.
Some do.
So if he never experienced that, then that's okay. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's why that shit is okay. My man gonna ride for the rest of the world and not knowing what side he really on.
Bro, he knows exactly what side he's on because he knows his father, he knows his father in heaven.
That's right.
That's why. No. Because he read it in the ancient manuscripts that our ancestors
That's
wrote for us.
So according to him, he's a Mexican. According to you, he's a Mexican.
Of course.
He's a Mexican. So he can never be down with you, right?
He's always down with me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You said a nigga is with his father. What is your father, brother? I'm an Israelite.
That's
He's from the tribe of
What
Issachar.
he says, his mother is black and his father is what?
Mexican.
So how is he riding with you? You just said you are who your father is. So he...
Have you ever heard of the Brown Berets?
No, I never heard of it.
You never heard of the Brown Berets?
Bless you, brother. Bless you.
To sum it up as best as I can, it's basically what the Black Panthers was to black people, the Brown Berets were to Mexicans. And they clicked up and went around together all the time and worked together all the time and policed the police.
They clicked up with who?
The Black Panthers,
So
predominantly.
So if there's no race issue, what do you need the Brown Berets for?
Who said there's no race issue?
But you're saying that
No.
Mexicans don't classify as being white or black. And when you said that at the beginning of the conversation.
There are people in Mexico that are white, and there are people in Mexico that you would call black. There are Haitians in Mexico right now.
So that's my thing. So if there's white people in Mexico, who's white and who's black?
The children of the Spaniards that came there, they're white. The children of the Tainos, they're not white. And the other black people that migrated in there, like my Haitian brothers, they're not white
So
either.
the children of Tainos, they identify with being what?
Did I say Tainos? Salaki. I meant Aztecs. Tainos in Puerto Rico.
The children of the Aztecs, they identify with what?
Being Aztec.
I don't, that's what I'm saying.
They're Azteca. What do you mean?
Okay. I'm Peruvian.
You're Peruvian?
I'm Peruvian. We have people out there that look like me, right? Yeah. And you straight up, you see them, and you're like, so stuff. You hear them talking, and it's like they talk like this. Yo soy peruano, y que onda, cabrón, you know, talk like that.
Sure. Yeah, because this is a language that was first on people. It's not indigenous to the land.
So if they're black, what are you then? I'm Latino. So are they not Latino? They are. So if you're Latino,
They're dark skin Latino.
That's what I'm saying. If they're Latino, and they're black Latino, what are you?
He's Latino.
No, let him answer the question.
He did.
On the census bureau, when you fill out, I'm a fucking human being. I'm a human being. That's the right answer. But look.
Actually, it can't be because white people aren't human.
That's right. What do you put on the application when you in Peru? When they say what race you are, they say black, white, whatever. What do you put? You know what I was from? All that coming out? All that from LA. I'm from LA. The nigga don't want to tell you.
He white. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Brother, you're forcing this white thing on him. He never identified himself as a European. Go ahead, bring it out. This is John 7:24.
Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Hold on. My brother needs to hear that. My brother.
Can a person in Peru associate with himself with being white? They can't. So there's no way by law they can say I'm white.
Why ask him if you're not going to accept his answer?
Because I've already done the research. I don't want to do that because he's standing for the youth.
All right. Hear this out real quick.
Like the truth.
John 7:24. Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
So the Bible says to not judge according to appearance.
Yeah. Wow.